Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to DSP versus the Internet for Saturday, the 22nd of April, 2023. And I appreciate you all being here and watching the show. Again, remember, best way to support this channel and this show is to become a member, because it is the channel members who suggest the videos for this show. Ultra members are guaranteed to be watched, and standard members, basically, first come, first serve. And speaking of which, look at this dog. Let's see what's next.
어떤 진실은 단 한순간에 내 삶을 폐허로 만들어.
It's like another trailer for another drama. Ugh.
그 진실이
Tied up and
밝혀지는
bleeding. Not
순간이
good.
언젠간 다가올 거라는 걸 알지만 왠지 저기로 한번 들어가면 다신 못 나올 것 같아.
이번 사건에서 도민석이 사용했던 것과 완전히 똑같은 물건을 사용했습니다.
CCTV에
kidnapper?
그대로 나와 있듯이
Like a serial
계획하고
kidnapper?
준비했어요. 진짜 위험한 놈이에요.
That's him? That's the guy, huh? Ah, they zoomed it on safe.
아직도 모르겠어. 너 들키는 거 시간 문제야.
Yeah, look, he is. He's just like a serial kidnapper. Oh, Jesus, he stabs people? Is he a murderer?
사실 나
He's trying to kill people.
누가 이장을 죽였는지 알아. 맞아.
I know the killer, because it's me!
네가 날
Truth or dare?
도와주면 내가 아는 전부를 말해줄게. 혹시 알아? 연주시 연쇄살인 사건의 공범의 실체를 김무진 기자가 터뜨릴지. 난 백기 선고 살고 싶어. 그것뿐이야. 내 인생을 잃고 싶지 않아.
선택해. 앞으로의 우리는 지금 네가 결정하는 거야.
It seems like a lot of these, is this Korean? It's probably a Korean show. They seem all kind of interesting with the filmmaking and everything. I don't know if I would ever watch any of those. The only thing is, like, not that I don't appreciate, you know, stuff like that, but man, imagine watching the whole show and having to read the subtitles constantly, right? It'd be kind of annoying, but looks good. Looks like an interesting show. Okay, what's this?
And then after a while, the thought just came to me and it said,
Oh, I want to say something about last week's show, and this person, this Sylvanas, I like his content. I think his skits are funny. Last week, we watched a skit from Sylvanas, and you may have noticed if you watched the show back after the fact that the skit's missing. It, like, starts and then just clips, and you're like, what happened? The thing got claimed on YouTube and blocked. And I said, wait, what? This guy doesn't claim videos on YouTube. Why is that? And when I looked into it, it was the music he had selected in his video. I guess like an anime theme or something. And when he used it, it blocked it. I'm like, no, wait a minute. We watched his video. And the video was fine to watch. The guy uses the music in his own video. His video's not blocked. How does my video get blocked? Right? So it didn't make any sense. It's a weird thing with YouTube's content ID system that some people get blocked, some people get claimed, some people just get skipped. It is so dumb. So we're going to watch this. Apologies if anything happens. I like his content. I didn't want to skip it last week, but the damn thing, I had to edit it out of the video or the video was going to be blocked worldwide. I was like, give me a break, man. Okay.
what if I just throw this remote at the TV? Yeah. And you know, as soon as that thought comes, it's what? It's like, bro, I told you, don't hand me no remotes when you got them big old 4K TVs, bro. It's like a big target.
What's going on?
So, my bad, bro. I'm so sorry. What thought would come to your head to make you smack me that hard? Bro, I'm so sorry. You just got like a real smackable face. So, I don't know, maybe just like work on your facial expressions and maybe I won't do that again. All right. Whew. So like I was saying, she started talking about I gotta pay her back. Right. And you know what she said the price of the TV was? She said $2,700. I was like, ah! Yeah, man, this is my baby. You wanna hold him? Okay, this is a lot of responsibility. I ain't gonna cap. Being a dad is not that hard. You know, I pick him up once a month, play with him a little bit, take him right back to his mom. It's honestly really easy. And yeah, man, it's like,
What the fuck? What?
Come on, bro. Bro, what was I doing? Bro, give him back. Here. Dang, bro, you done deflated his head. Bro, I don't know.
What the
You
fuck?
gotta stop watching them R-rated movies, man. You can't handle your impulses. You're right, though. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is supposed to be if everyone lets their intrusive thoughts win. So if you have a weirdo thought, but you let it take you over, right? I want to smack you in the face for no reason. I want to attack the baby. Oh my god.
Man, that's really a
What the
whole
hell is
gorilla,
this?
bro. Man, gorillas are so strong. They really are. It's crazy how this thing is sitting right in front of us and they can just rip us apart. Yeah, but you ever wonder if you could, like, knock a gorilla out, you know? Huh? Because I'm just thinking, like, what if you hit him in the right spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you could just knock a gorilla out? I guess that is possible. I mean, but you would need somebody dumb enough to even have that thought in
Why is the
try
gorilla
it
doing
in the
sit-ups?
first place. And ain't nobody that stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
What are you doing?
He's gonna fight the gorilla. By the way, how much you want to bet? I'm gonna pause here for a second, because how much you want to bet this song he's playing is gonna get in trouble? It's so dumb. I mean, the guy uses soundtracks. He doesn't get in trouble, but I'm gonna get fucking blocked for it, right? It's so dumb. So let's hope that it doesn't get blocked because he's using a song here, right? Like, seriously. Are you ready? All right, let's hopefully that broke it up enough. Let's continue.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just want to test his jaw. Huh? What's good, then?
All right, let's continue. What the hell? What is this? Oh shit! People had told me about this. That Tommy Wiseau, the person, you know, obviously infamously for making The Room one of the worst frickin' movies ever made, is making a new movie. All right. So I've never seen this trailer before. Big Shark.
The fight. You two. What's your name? Jimmy. What's your name? Tony. I want a good clean fight. Ready? Go.
What the fuck? Oh god, it's so bad. That is obviously intentionally bad, right? You know, I don't know about this. Here's the thing. The reason that The Room is such a famous movie across the world is because it was meant to be a good movie. Like, when he made the movie, he thought it was seriously good. Like, you could tell. He thought he was making a good product. This seems to be like he knows he's making a bad movie, but it's not even like in the vein of like Sharknado. It just seems like it's intentionally bad on purpose. Like, now he's biting into his own fame of being a bad filmmaker to make another bad film. But I don't know if that means it's going to be funny. You know what I mean? Like, the first movie is funny because it's so bad and he doesn't realize it. This movie that's made bad because he wants to make a bad movie, I don't know if it'll work, right? All right. That's it? That's it. What's this? What's the second half? Oh, God.
Love is dangerous.
Love is blind. Love is awesome.
Okay, let's go to the next.
Okay, thoughts on Nicolas Cage?
Already I can tell you, there's no way I can watch this. This is a clip of Community. It's an outright copyrighted TV show. You know I'm getting claimed or blocked for this one. So I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, we got to veto this kind of stuff. We can't just have a freaking clip straight out of a TV show ripped like this. You know I'm going to get claimed. If this was a skit based on this, if this was someone commentating over it, there's no way I can just watch this raw.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, 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 chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja.
What the fuck are we watching today? What the fuck is this? She said Chinatown. Ninjas aren't from Chinatown, you fucking idiot. What are we watching? Oh.
From your favorite Twitch streamers turning into adult entertainers, Joe Rogan selling scam products, to deepfakes with the potential of causing the next huge global conflict. These are the 7 deepfakes that have changed the internet forever.
Deepfakes.
Putin's illegal occupation of Kyiv and the impending Chinese blockade of Taiwan has created a two-front national security crisis that requires more troops than the volunteer military can supply.
You see, what you just watched is one of the most dangerous deepfakes the internet has ever seen. A deepfake that went viral on Twitter recently, gaining over 8 million views.
It did?
Something like this.
I didn't even hear about this. I didn't hear about a Biden deepfake in February. I never heard about this at all.
Very real potential of starting real conflicts in the future. With deepfakes becoming more and more realistic, almost to a point where they're indistinguishable from reality, how could a world leader or population know what is real and what isn't? Even with the disclaimer on this video, people were still fooled into thinking that it was real. And once the hard work of creating the deepfake has been done, it doesn't matter what the original intention was. People can still just repackage it to push whatever agenda they want. A more advanced and more malicious version of this video could easily spark a mass panic. Or worse, it could cause a precautionary retaliation. And in a time of crisis, a nuclear war hoax could easily set off an already panicked regime. This eventuality will be possible in just a few years or even months at this point, considering how quickly global tensions and technology have been going in recent years. You can see the evidence of this in the video itself, with both of it.
You can definitely tell it's fake. Look, you can see how, first of all, why is it so blurry? Obviously, there's a reason. And you can see it's very fuzzy. His whole face is fuzzy, meaning that's not really there. That's what the computer did. You can tell it's fake if you just look at it for a second.
Audio having been deepfaked in a very convincing way, and it was the first taste of the internet of how damaging these deepfakes could truly be. However, as serious as this topic is, the very first deepfake videos were originally sourced from Reddit, after an anonymous user going by the name Deepfake released a collection of videos depicting female celebrities like Gal Gadot, Daisy Ridley, or Jessica Alba in an adult setting. The user had trained an existing image creation AI to superimpose the celebrities' faces onto existing footage, and the results were like nothing anyone's ever seen before. They were crude, reprehensible, and clearly fake, but because of the nature of these deepfake videos, they exploded in popularity, with these videos eventually being known as deepfakes, all after this Reddit user called Deepfakes who first posted them. And it was these very first deepfake videos that would change the internet forever. A subreddit created to house them, and any new deepfakes quickly took off as well, gaining over 15,000 subscribers in just 2 months.
Fucking idiots.
And so it's depressingly predictable that the first use of this new technology by the internet was to create adult entertainment.
Of course, because
just
they're
a few
morons.
months later, Reddit
First thing you gotta
banned these
do
videos
is the
from
dumbest
site.
shit.
But this crackdown on deepfakes wouldn't do anything to stop this new technology.
That looks
The genie
terrible.
was
See,
now
some of them
out
are much
the
better than
bottle.
others.
And so month by month, these videos slowly became more and more sophisticated and realistic. Part of this was due to improvements in technology, but it was also because the tools to create them became much more widespread. Deepfake, the Reddit user who started it all, even released his own app for recreating this process. In just a few simple clicks, anybody could create a deepfake using this free software. And so by
Yeah,
now,
I've seen there's these third-party websites that do it. I'm curious because, you know, I have animations. I mean, look at this one. Ready? Here, just take a look at this one. Right? This is not a legit contribution, but take a look. It's me. Oh, a legit contribution overcame the fake animation I was playing. Well, thank you, Bloomkid, for the super chat. Hold on, let's try that again. You overrode it. You overrode my animation. How could you? Let's try this again. So here's me as Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a deep fake of my face superimposed into Leonardo DiCaprio's face, right? So this is prominent. I've been using that animation for over a year. So this is prominent stuff, right? It's all over the internet. I think it's free. You have to pay for that.
The floodgates were open. Within weeks, thousands of deepfakes proliferated every corner of the internet. But this wasn't just adult entertainment videos anymore, because at the same time as the rise of these adult deepfakes, other examples of this technology began popping up, which eventually led to one other trend on deepfakes that would change the internet. And this is where people would insert Nicolas Cage into whatever movie you could think of. The culmination of this was a scene from Friends, where nearly all of the actors had been replaced by Nicolas Cage.
Terrific.
Really?
Oh, God.
Bitchin'.
However, these early deepfakes were still obviously not the person they depicted, although this would change very, very soon, as it wouldn't be long before the true potential of deepfakes was put on show, which leads to one of the most groundbreaking deepfakes, Because after these amateurish videos popped up, the internet eventually got its first taste of what professionals could accomplish with this new technology.
Sylvester
It all
Stallone
started
as
when
Terminator.
BuzzFeed uploaded a new video called "You Won't Believe What Obama Says in This Video." In it, Barack Obama gives a public address on staying aware about misinformation and the potential dangers of deepfakes.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
As well as throwing in a few jokes.
President Trump is a total and complete dipshit.
And it's only halfway through the video that we learn this whole video is a deepfake. Jordan Peele appears alongside the president, and it's revealed that he was the creator of the source footage and voiceover. But what was really concerning about this deepfake was how accurate it looked. Now, it still wasn't perfect, but it was miles ahead of anything else at the time.
I would say.
Combining these deepfakes with a talented impression, along with a high budget, increased the quality of these videos exponentially. And after the video gains nearly 10 million views, the message about being wary of believing everything you see online hits home. Now, one of the reasons why this footage was so realistic was that the AI that made it had access to a huge amount of reference footage. Obama is one of the most filmed and documented people in the world, meaning that AI could get a very good read on his mannerisms and facial expressions. And so in just a few days, the program was able to master it.
Wow.
Another was the lack of need for a deepfaked voice. You see, these deepfaked voices were still very primitive in 2018 and could be easily recognizable as fake.
Hello.
I would still say today the voices aren't great. Some of them are better. They're still not great. Like recently we watched that video of the presidents, right? On this show. And the voices are still off. I can definitely see the problem. I can definitely see the problem of people trying to impersonate prominent people or get people in trouble. A lot of people I think are worried someone might impersonate them and try to say that they were them doing something. But, you know, luckily nothing like that has come yet. I guess we'll have to see in the future moving forward how bad the deepfake thing gets, how more realistic it gets, right? Pretty crazy. Let's continue. We'll do the next video now. But that was an interesting topic to look at and discuss. I like that. The Nerd Writer? What is this? Understanding Art. Case Study? How to Read a Painting. Well, this is a 7-minute video. I don't know how far we'll get into it. Let's at least give it a shot.
Of Socrates by Jacques-Louis David. Completed in 1787, it is an exemplar of the neoclassical period in France, which David virtually created and brought to the fore himself.
David, not
Before
David,
I say more,
David.
it's important to note just how striking this canvas is, not knowing anything about it. So much jumps out at me right away. The clarity of the scene, the fierce gesture of the man in the middle, the interplay of the chalice and the hand that reaches for it, the angles
The thing that gets me about just looking at a piece of art like at face value, like you look at this piece of art, right? Do you see how much is going on in it? You've got background characters that are reacting and doing things. You've got characters kind of mid-ground, so they're not in the fore or the background. He's in the middle there and he's doing his own thing. You got characters in the foreground that are all acting differently and reacting differently to a situation, right? It's kind of interesting. I mean, it's a very complex piece of art with everything going on in it. It's not a simple piece of art like you would maybe think at first glance. There's a ton here. And then there's other things around there too. Like, look, do you notice there's a chain with a shackle at the bottom of the painting? And that probably has something to do with the story of the painting, or maybe it's symbolic. Like, old artwork had a lot to it. Unlike today where everything is visual medium that moves. Back then, you didn't have visual mediums that moved. So they had to portray as much as they could in a single frame, and you could cram in all these different themes, emotions, and things into one picture. It's pretty nice, right?
the light and the men, the soft draping garments, the bare, flat stone wall. As the title suggests, the scene depicts the death of Socrates, told famously by Plato in his dialogue on the soul, the Phaedo. Socrates had been convicted in Athenian court of failing to acknowledge the gods of the city and corrupting the city's youth, and sentenced to death by drinking hemlock. As Plato makes clear in another dialogue, the Crito, Socrates could have escaped into exile, but instead he chooses to die, taking the opportunity to teach his final lesson, that death is not to be feared by the philosopher, but embraced as an apotheosis of the soul.
And this is true. This is historical fact. This happened, huh? Wow.
David chooses to paint the moment just as Socrates is grabbing for the poisoned draught. He's been discussing at length the immortality of the soul and doesn't even seem to care that he's about to take the implement of his death in hand. On the contrary, Socrates is defiant, gesturing toward the afterlife to which he hastens. David idealizes him, Socrates would have been 70 at the time and somewhat less muscular and beautiful than painted here. The raking light coming in from the top left pours onto Socrates, the brightest figure in the tableau. The colors, muted at the sides, become vivid in the center with the executioner in red.
This is fascinating because I used to take courses in college that were about art. I had a whole course about stuff like this, and I find this fascinating because, of course, does this really apply to modern art? Not really. Like I said, modern art is more about what you can portray in motion. This is about how much in a still frame, and man, it's so different. And there's a lot to it. There's all kinds of analysis you can apply to artwork to judge and try to interpret. It's quite fascinating. So, good. This is a good video. If you're into art, I would recommend it. What's the name of this person? This is called Nerd Rider 1. Give it a shot. If you're into art, I think this sounds like a pretty good... This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But I don't want to go too much further into it. This is not a topic that we're going to be discussing at length, analyzing art. But that's pretty good. I like that. And I hope you guys will check it out if you like art. That's pretty nice.
Socrates.
Okay, next video. We got a lot to get through, guys. That's why I am trying to skip through certain videos and not watch them too long because we have a lot of videos to watch. What is this? What the hell is this? Oh, no. Someone put this in? The Barbie movie? Seriously? The fucking Barbie movie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Oh, no.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
All the women are Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi,
All the men are Ken.
Put the radio blast and goes cruising just as fast as she can now.
So wait, is the actual premise of the movie that Barbie Land is real? Is that actually what the movie's about?
Stay over tonight.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
It's even the font they used for Barbie. Oh my god. So I'm assuming it's a comedy, right? Oh, that's it. Copyright. I knew it was coming. We got hit with copyright. Let me get this off the screen right now so I don't get in trouble. So that was a... I don't know anything about the movie. I'm assuming that seems to me like... So Barbie Land is real. They're not toys. But all the rules of being a toy apply. Like, they're all named the same. They have to act a certain way. And then he's like, oh, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. What are we supposed to do? Obviously, it means it's supposed to be romantic. But they're like, oh, I don't know. Because they're toys. They can't do that. Right? And I'm assuming that's basically a comedy. It seems like that would be a comedy. That doesn't seem like it would be a serious movie. Maybe it's a bug snacks. It's a bait and switch. It looks like a comedy, but it becomes a horror movie by the end where one of the Barbies goes crazy and starts murdering the other Barbies or something, right? I don't know. All right, let's do one more video. Let's do this. Project PK Flash animated tribute to Earthbound. Let's watch this before we split the part here. So it's an animated version of Earthbound. Meteor, there's the meteor from the beginning. There's Buzz. Oh my god, they added lyrics. They added lyrics to the Earthbound theme, huh? That's interesting. You know what they could do? They could make a full-on anime or show about Earthbound, couldn't they? Like, that game absolutely would be a super entertaining, like, anime show, I think, right? This is cool. It's all the characters from Earthbound. The photographer. Sweet. The blue cultists. And the Franklin badge that saves them. All the evil characters in that town. That's the third town, right? Threed, the third town. This is cool. Nessie. This is nice. stop the zombies with the fly paper, or it's called zombie paper. And he shows up with the flying saucer. Yeah, this is cool. Now they go to the beach town. I forgot what the beach town is called. They fight the Kraken. This is sweet. It's funny because even though it's a different art style, it still looks like the real characters from the game, too. The Runaway Five, they're supposed to be the Blues Brothers. It's an homage to the Blues Brothers. This is really well done. Dun, 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 dun. The aliens in the background. Wow, that's awesome. He killed the Starman. They gotta get to the giant. I was gonna say the Mr. Dungeon, the Dungeon Man. Eat that pizza to power up. Stonehenge. Oh, that's right. These guys that are super shy, give them the book to overcome shyness. And then the swamp. We fight the final garbage dude or whatever. And then you go to your mind, your virtual world, to overcome all your fears and shortcomings and come back super powered. The song is cool too with lyrics. And they build the machine. Yes, the time machine. They're going through time as robots to fight ultimate evil. Final boss fight. What's funny is they didn't really show Pokey that much. They also didn't show Foresight at all, did they? Oh wow, they even animated the final boss fight. Look at that. That's cool. Really well done. That's it? No, it's not it. There's more? That was a cool animated tribute. There's even more. It continues. It's very sad. What's going on? The ending of the game isn't sad. I don't know why this is so sad at the end. This is kind of weird and out of place for the actual game. Yeah, the ending is happy. Their dad's on the phone because his dad never's in the game. He only talks to him on the phone. There they are. Those special places, right? Happy 20th anniversary, Earthbound Mother 2. So this was 8 years ago, because I was going to say, it's definitely much older than 20 years now. It's almost 30 years old now. Wow. And Pokey survived. Did it say Pokey shows up in the other games too? I think someone had said that Pokey crossed over to the next game in the series or something. I only played this one. I never played the one before or the one after, so. Alright, that was good. That was a really good one. Whoever suggested that one, that gets a huge thumbs up for me, because I love Earthbound. Alright, guys. We're down to the final hour. Thank you for watching DSP versus the Internet for April 22nd. We're going to move right into the new ones, but thanks to those who nominated all these videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks to those watching live, those watching on demand. I really appreciate that. And remember, becoming a member, you have a chance to get your video watched next week. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon for the next part.